Tata Group invests in Israel's arms manufacturing industry, and these weapons are used against most Muslim countries in the world.
Tatas are running out of patience.
A bomb was found in front of the Israel's embassy in India.
The motive behind the low-intensity blast could have been to send out a message to Israel.
Hello, this is Bakhtaver Mehmood and you're watching White News.
Above and beyond headlines, like, follow and subscribe to White News.
In early August 2021, when the Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar was falsely assuring the Iranian authorities of his support, the then Air Chief of Indian Air Force, Rakesh Kumar Bhadoria, was assuring Israel of its support against Iran.
Indian Air Force Chief R.K.S. Bhadoria reached Israel yesterday on an official visit on an invitation from his counterpart Major General Amikam Norkin. As strategic partners, India and Israel enjoy strong multi-dimensional ties, an important pillar of which is defense cooperation and military-level exchanges. Both sides will discuss enhancement in depth and scope of bilateral exchanges between the two air forces.
Viewers, first of all, it needs to be understood who is the Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar. S. Jaishankar is a loyal employee of Tata Groups, and the Tata Group is one of the largest business groups in India that secretly supports the Bharatiya Janata Party and Rashtra Swayam Sevak Sangh. And in return, the extremist Bharatiya Janata Party benefits Tata Groups by squeezing the blood of poor Indians. Tata Groups support Hindu terrorist organizations under the guise of philanthropy. It is to be remembered that the recent evacuation of more than 2,000 Bengali Muslims in the Indian state of Assam was actually carried out at the behest of Tata Group. It was in 2006 when the Tata Group wanted to vacate the land of the poor farmers in West Bengal or Assam and set up a small Tata car nano factory, but could not accomplish due to the strong protest from the people, and instead moved to Gujarat at the invitation of Narendra Modi.
A matter of time before Tata Motors pulls out of West Bengal. Sources have told that Tatas are running out of patience.
It was a time when Narendra Modi, the present Indian Prime Minister, was the Chief Minister of Gujarat.
ममता बनर्जी ने सिंगूर में नैनो फैक्ट्री के खिलाफ आंदोलन खड़ा किया। टाटा मोटर्स को सिंगूर से नरेंद्र मोदी के गुजरात जाना पड़ा।
And he had committed the Muslim genocide in Gujarat in 2002. Viewers, it needs to be understood that the Tata Group has been secretly providing financial support to most of the terrorist groups, including the current government of the India and extremist Hindu organizations Rashtra Swayam Sevak Sangh since long. In order to keep a close eye on Narendra Modi, the Tata Group pressurized BJP to appoint its loyal employee S. Jaishankar as Foreign Minister, who had previously served in the Tata Group. It may be recalled that the recent state-run airline of India has been also sold to Tata Group by the Modi government at exorbitant prices, which is indeed a huge robbery and onslaught on the pockets of poor Indians.
आज टाटा सन्स ने कर्ज में डूबी इस एयरलाइन कंपनी यानी एयर इंडिया की 100% हिस्सेदारी 18,000 करोड़ रुपए में खरीद ली।
Viewers, you must have understood by now that Tata Group controls extremist Hindu groups, and this family reaps huge benefits from the Indian government through them. But the question is, where does Tata Group use this money after squeezing out the poor Indians?
Can you give us some more information about why this cooperation between Tata and Tel Aviv University is important for Israel?
And if a huge giant like Tata is bringing money to invest in developing Israeli ideas, it's a great blessing.
It was in May 2013 when the Tata Group signed an agreement with Israel to invest more than $100 billion in Tel Aviv over the next 10 years. Since 2008, the Indian Tata Group has also had open agreements with Israel's weapons industry, under which Tata Group invests in Israel's arms manufacturing industry, and these weapons are used against most Muslim countries in the world, including Iran. The incumbent Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, who is sent to fool various Muslim countries, had in fact served as the president of Tata Groups before becoming the foreign minister. In the face of all this, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei has made it clear that India must not only end oppression in Kashmir, but also restore Kashmir's statehood. In April 2021, Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif sent a clear message to Israel's disguised as Tata Groups that Iran's Chabahar port shall not be used against either China or Pakistan. Let's recall that a bomb was found in front of the Israel's embassy in India at the end of January this year, on which the Indian government blamed Iran for keeping it under pressure.
Delhi police sources say that there could be a possible link to Iran and that the motive behind the low-intensity blast could have been to send out a message to Israel.
It is important to understand here that Tata Group is working with Israel's Tel Aviv University as a partner in more than 100 research projects. Although Israel's Tel Aviv University is a university, but it conducts research and development on artificial intelligence and robotic weapons, including the development of dangerous weapons. Presently, Muslim countries need to see Israel behind the face of India, which is preparing to use Indian face to disavow the core roots of Muslim countries.